Hey guys, it's me, Leonardo. You should totally see not only Batman vs Superman, but Captain America: Civil War. And if you're wondering what team I'm on Team Captain America.
I have no choice but to destroy you now.
Oh!
Alright guys, just gonna fucking around a little bit.
Yep, I'm okay.
Just fucking around, big guys. Hey guys, it's Rockingtheblade here once again. What is up, everybody? As you can tell from the shirt I'm wearing, I went to go see Captain America's Civil War. If you're wondering, like Leo said, I am on Cap's side. So sorry, Iron Man fans. I'm on Captain America's side because he's right. All right, but excuse me, I'm just getting up. So excuse me if I yawn a few times within the review. So I apologize in advance. But how was the movie? Like I said with Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, in my opinion, is the best DC movie ever. I've ever seen, but not only I've ever seen, but ever made. And the same thing goes here with Captain America: Civil War. This is probably the best Marvel movie I've ever seen this year, and both movies, in my opinion, did not disappoint. They lived up to their not only they lived up to the hype in both films, they surpassed their hype and then some. As far as which one is better, Batman vs Superman or Captain America: Civil War? That's a video I'll touch on a later date because this review in itself will be long. So maybe in the future I'll touch into that. But right now, let's get into why Captain America: Civil War is, like I said before, the best Marvel movie ever made so far. It starts off. Before I get into, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I get into the plot and everything and the plots of the big plot details of the movie, spoiler warning. So if you have not seen the movie yet, which I understand because it's still, I think it'll be in the morning by the time I upload this. So, but still, it's out today. And I saw it on a Thursday night, by the way. If you're wondering when I saw the 7 o'clock showing Thursday. So it should be out today everywhere now. But spoiler warning. Obviously, spoiler warning. Because when I start, I'm going to heavy spoilers. So if you have not seen the movie, go see it, then come back to hear my thoughts on the movie. So, like I always say before, you guys, you have been warned. All right. Here we go. Now back to the plot of the movie. It starts off back in 1991. We're someplace in I believe, I want to say Germany, probably Russia, I believe. And this guy was saying these commands to kind of like keep Bucky, aka the Winter Soldier, brainwashed. So then, excuse me. So anyway, he's like, I have he said these commands. I can't remember off heart. After he says them, he's like, I'm ready to comply. And the guy says, that I have a mission for you. So then you see a car drive by on the road, and the Winter Soldier, just because he gets a silver, metal arm, bam, just taps it, causes the car to crash right into a tree. Steals the stuff that's in the trunk and took it back to his superiors. He said, "Good job." And but remember that whole scene because that plays a very, very important part later, especially pertaining to Iron Man. So keep that in mind. So just store that real quick. All right, thank you. So then it goes back. So then it cuts to modern day, and Captain America is falling on a lead from this guy named Crossbones, who's known for stealing like biohazardous stuff. So they're kind of like there goes a Cap, Falcon, Scarlet Witch, and Black Widow, all playing incognito, wondering when this guy's gonna strike. And So then Falcon sends this little flying miniature plane to scout this truck, and one of them had a gun. And he's like, oh, they're not trying to just go in there, stealthily. They're going using that truck as a battering ram because the other passenger didn't have a gun. So he pushed the guy out. The other guy jumped out, and then boom, they broke the barrier. 2 trucks swoop in and just start killing the soldiers to get inside to get whatever biological weapon they had. Oh, and if you're wondering where they're at, they're the hometown of where I forgot the name it's called, but where Black Panther's people are at in that area. So anyway, so then what was it? So yeah, so then Cap and then immediately going there and of course I'm pretty sure you've seen the scene, Cap, Falcon and Scarlet Witch just kicking ass and taking names, and they have an epic fight, and finally at one point they caused that they had to force them to split, and so Falcon was taking on 2 guys, and they forced them to split, and they tried to take the crossbow men to take the biohazard thing, and so then Falcon went after 2 guys. They didn't have it. Black Widow, by the way, god damn, with her scenes in the beginning, kicking so much ass. My god, seriously, why there aren't figures of this woman? I cannot tell you why, but there needs to be. Seriously, well, there's pop, so there's that, but still, come on, guys. She's marketable. She's kick ass. Damn, I forgot how much she can kick ass in these movies. Cause damn, she was a show stealer. So anyway, she was kicking mad ass as usual, and Lola was like, that they got to a standstill with the gun because he rather grab a gun. She grabbed a gun, and the guy's like, drop it, or I'll drop this, I'll drop the weapon. But luckily, the little plane of Falcons earlier managed to stun the guy, and she grabbed it, before managed to grab it before it hit the floor. And meanwhile, Captain America and Crossbow having an epic fist fight. Of course, Cap is able to beat him, and it turns out to be the guy that if you remember Captain America, the Winter Soldier, remember that guy that Falco was fighting in the building area before he left them to collapse on him? Yeah. That was it turned out that was Crossbones, and his face got really burned up. He's like, well, I'm still pretty, huh? Well, if I can't beat you, so I'm gonna take you down with me. So then he tried to blow himself up, but luckily Scarlet Witch managed to just contain the explosion. And I guess she wasn't thinking. She just because she was afraid she couldn't hold it long, so she immediately threw him into a building. And that's he exploded. But unfortunately, in that building, she threw him in a building with those people inside and caused several people not only get injured but to get killed. Of course, she immediately realized what she's done. She's in shock and awe. Of course, Cap immediately call the fire department and people to help, but the damage had already been done. Then we cut to Iron Man at I think replaying a scene of him with his dad and mom and being younger, to a bunch of college kids, and he would either give college kids a whole bunch of funds and a whole bunch of fun so they could do the projects they want to do, and Pepper's name was mentioned as well, but then he seemed like he got a little upset and flustered by it, but don't worry, we'll get to that later, into why. And he leaves like, okay, go make the future guys, and the ladies jump off to like, I'm sorry, we've got to take that out and whatnot. I apologize. Like, no, it's okay, it's fine. He just need to go, and he's ready to leave. And this lady comes by, saw the press conference. After all Iron Man's went through, he's kind of a bit leery. She was at the window purse. He grabs her, hey, don't do anything crazy, and he's like, she pulled a picture of her son, and what you're doing, I still blame you for his death. which I believe during the civil, I believe was when during the incident where Hulk, I think he believe when either when the Iron Man was fighting Hulk and the Hulkbuster, or or the recent event that happened with Scarlet Witch. Either way, I know that it was in that same area of Black Panther's people is that, and it he got killed either in that incident or that incident, and she blames him for it. So and of course Captain Iron Man hears about what happened, and heard about what happened, and but Scarlet Witch, of course, what Scarlet Witch did, by accident, and they had a meeting, and they got all the Avengers and Iron Man, well, not all, but at least the ones that were in the show, because sadly Thor and Hulk, which people already know already. I'm just clarifying that they're not in the movie. So for all you Thor and Hulk fans, I apologize. So I apologize. So anyway, so then they're telling him, I know you guys have put your neck on the line to save the world time and time again, but then with all this destruction happening, we need to put you in check. So for all for those Marvel fans that's saying, oh, Man of Steel / Batman vs. Superman has unnecessary destruction, and they're not doing the unnecessary destruction, and Avengers are handling it better. They're not. And case in point, they all the history of they show all the history of the destruction, and plus this recent event and what happened, what I just mentioned. Now they want to control them because of what happened. So even you have to admit that all that destruction adds up, and now they have to face the consequences for it. Again, it wasn't their fault, but still, So anyway, I'm trying to think. I apologize. So then, he shows them all the incidents that happened, in New York, the first Avengers movie, and then what happened in Avengers 2, what happened in Uganda, and of course the city that got lifted up and got destroyed, and of course what happened recently. Also, what happened in Winter Soldier and what happened recently with Scarlet Witch. So then, what happened? So, not what happened. So that was like, after all this stuff, we need to gain the public trust again. So you can't be independent anymore, but you work for the government. We can show you're under control and you work for us. So then if we need you, we'll send you in. But if we need you, we'll send you. If we need you, we'll send you in. Otherwise, you have to do what we say. Of course, and of course, again, time to think about everything. And of course, and they got more team members came in. Vision agreed to it. So did Black Widow and especially Iron Man. Of course, Cap was against it because I know we weren't perfect, but then agendas like he probably got Captain America, and both Iron Man brought excellent points. We can be put in check because and gave back the public trust because all the destruction we caused. Which is what they did with Ultron. So, excuse me. So I need to get back the public trust, and he brought up the kid of how he got killed, and how he was like only 24, and he was very smart. He was going to college. He was going to college, and went to what Black Panther's homeland was, and he got killed, and he blamed himself. That's part of the reason why I believe he gave the college funds to people. Like he feels that ultimately, that at the end of the day, that he wants to get the public's trust. And of course, what happened with that mom throwing it in his face, like saying even what you're doing is not enough. So I mean that's gotta hurt. So then Cap was telling him, listen, I know we're not perfect, but the safest hand is ours, and plus agendas change. They might be in the right intentions now, but then we might do a mission that we don't want to do, or They won't send us on the mission we need to do. So, those things, and they both have excellent points. So then, and Cap gets a call, and Agent Carter, aka Peggy, I believe her name is, unfortunately died of natural causes, but she passed away in her sleep. And yeah, it was, of course, it took Cap back, and of course he went to the funeral, carried her casket, and he was there. And I think it was, I believe, her daughter that was there, or her cousin, I'm not sure, but I know she was related to her in some way, and she said a moving speech to keep moving forward. So this is what basically, I could be butchering what you said, but this is what I've got from it. That basically, how do you imagine be a successful business, be an agent, a special agent woman, such a professional woman at a time where women were not discriminated against. There we go. I'm sorry, can't speak. So you get my point. You get what I'm saying. And she's like, even when people are saying that everything that it's wrong what you're doing, if you believe it's right and in your heart that is right, you don't just leave. You don't leave or move out of the way or join their cause. You plant your feet in the ground, and you don't make them move. They don't make you, and you don't make them. Don't make them move you. You make them move, or something like that. I probably butchered it, but basically saying, even though everyone's saying to do this, but if your gut's telling you and your heart's telling you to do the other thing, then go with your gut, and ultimately, or go with your heart. And that's what Cap got out of it. So, and of course, Black Widow came, and she told him who the people that signed, and people that that refused. Also Falcon and Scarlet Witch refused. Vision and Vision joined, Cap joined. And amongst others, of course, Rhodey joined, and amongst others. So he's like, "What about Flint?" Well, he retired, and amongst other things. So, and I believe she signed too. And he's like, "Are you here to convince me?" He's like, "No, I'm not here to change your mind, but I'm just here to comfort you." And she gave him a hug because he said that Agent Carter's gone and stuff. It was a sad moment. Then because of this Russian guy who hits his guy car, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I hit your car, let me get your, can I get your, let me give you my insurance and stuff." He's like, "Okay, sure." And as soon as the guy opens the door, bam, hits him right in the face. And he he's like looking for a document that took place in 1991, and he wouldn't tell him. He's like, "Listen, I'll spare you if you tell me." And I'm just looking at this music, and he refused to tell him, and like upside down toward the sink, towards his mouth. He's like, "Hail Hydra!" So he just like, "Fuck!" He's like, turned the water on, just let him drown. He didn't get what he wanted. So then we cut to Black Widow, and meeting Black Panther himself with his dad before he was Black Panther, of course. And she's here to join the treaty and stuff, and show that she supports the treaty, and willing to work with the government. And of course, the Black Panther's dad was making a speech, and making a speech, and he's making a speech and whatnot, and how we need to come together, and it's time we need to come together and stuff, and not let fear and stuff. What, not fear, but like the Captain Avengers have made mistakes, but now they're willing to make amends and work with the system, and we try to give them a chance and stuff. and amongst other things, amongst other politic things, and then also from the corner of my eye, Black Widow notices a white truck being checked, and all of a sudden the guy opened the back there. She got scared and ran. And I believe it was Scarlet Witch, but no, Black Widow. She was like, "Everyone get down!" And then, everyone get down, and then boom! It was so powerful that it hit the building. It hit enough friction to the building that they were at, and sorry guys, again, I'm sorry, apologize for that. Anyway, it hit the building that they were at, and unfortunately, Black Panther's dad died in the explosion, and of course he's angry, and civilians fully sure it was the Winter Soldier, aka Bucky, who did that, and or is it? Which I'll get to later. So then they're trying to figure out who he is, and of course Cap hears about what happens, and Black Widow's telling him to stay out of it, and Cap's like, I can't, if anyone, if anyone can bring him in, it's gonna be me, and so then they put it all over the news to flush him out. Yeah, look, have you seen this guy? And meanwhile, it gets treated about Winter Soldier's innocent. He was in an entirely different country just shopping for groceries. And this guy in the newsstand was like, holy shit, noticed him. He's like, why is he freaking out like that? He looked at the paper, he's like, oh shit. So then, what is it? And Cap told him about, meanwhile, Iron Man's trying to convince him to sign and stuff. Still trying to convince Captain America to sign. He says, no, I can't. I can't sign. No, that's later. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. So then, what was it? Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm spacing out. I just woke up. So then, we cut to Vision cooking food. Just, I don't know why people laugh. I thought it was funny. So he was cooking some food, and he was trying to cook food from her culture to kind of make her feel better, because she still feel bad about what happened, and he just told us to be, people feel they don't understand. Just try to be the best that you can be and stuff and whatnot. Just try to basically just cheer up and whatnot. So anyway, what else? Oh yeah. So then, eventually, Captain America figured out where Bucky was, and he went to his partner, like, Bucky, listen, they want you dead or alive. And did you do what you did? And he's like, no, I haven't done that. I haven't done that. Ever since I pulled you out of the water, I've been trying to keep a low profile ever since. And Falcon's keeping tabs on, hey man, they're coming. They breached, of course, an epic escape scene, epic fighting. So then they jump off all the crew. Of course, you've probably seen the scene where Black Panther makes his epic debut with his costume. And by the way, he looked amazing, by the way. And the fight was epic. And Cap, when they swat him off, they go into the streets and they're running. While Black Panther's chasing him, and he gets mad. Of course, Winter Soldier knocks off this guy. This guy's biting. Black Panther's on his jail. Captain America managed to take a car, and excuse me, it's a big epic chase. And finally, I think Woman Machine came and made the barrier, so they couldn't pass. And then basically, they managed to stop everything. So then, of course, and then we cut to, Captain America, Iron Man trying to capture him, trying to, and then eventually we cut to So Iron Man, Iron Man, and Cap trying to convince him, and he's like, what are you doing with Bucky, and whatnot, and, because it's just, I forgot how it went down, but basically, it was something about, how to do with Bucky and stuff, and whatnot, and whatever. So then, that one guy, that one Russian dude who hit that guy's car earlier, and, made that, drawn that Hydra guy, was not too far away, and he snuck in and disguised himself as like a therapist, not therapist, but like not therapist, but yeah, I guess like a therapist. And you want to find what happened at 1991. So then he said this he was saying that this code. No, before he asked about the 1991 project. I guess I had a contact of his. Emailed this truck. Emailed this thing to this guy to the near a power grid. The guy opened it. Like, what's this? And bam! It knocked out all the power. And Ant-Man's job with his gadget to figure out what happened. And then so what else? So then he says at the beginning of the movie the code word to get him activated. And I guess he got one out, and then he just went berserk. And of course, he's fighting Captain America, then Black Widow, then Eden Carter's relative. Iron Man got thrown into the mix a bit, but then eventually he got taken down as well. And Black Panther was able to keep up with him, but he managed to escape. He didn't. Oh, and by the way, before that, they saw the guy that was doing what they did to him, and he had to escape as well. But luckily, he fortunately got away. The guy, after he activated him, and got what he wanted, and of course Cap and them are trying to get him. And he's getting a helicopter. He's trying to all this thing, pull it back, and he's swerving in, and causing an accident. It falls in, and he brings the water, and Cap escapes, and they're trying to find him, and at first the head general guy's like, no, let me send my man after him, and he's like, I know your man's good and all, but then I gotta find Cap or Bucky. Let me get my team after him. So they go Cap, and Captain America's like, which Bucky I'm talking to? He's like, I remember this part of his past. He's like, listen, I've been brainwashed. Damn, even all these years, some words, and they get me back into being the Winter Soldier again. They tell him that, and he told him that there's more of him out there. There's like 5 more like him out there, and so try to get intel on where is that at and stuff. So then Captain America, Iron Man was talking to Black Widow. He's like, do you have a contact to get? Well, I have a contact. What about you? To find, to try to find Captain America and Winter Soldier. So I have a contact, and so they go to New York. So meanwhile, you see Peter Parker for the first time. He's talking with Aunt May, which Aunt May looks nice, beautiful by the way. And they're talking for a bit, and it's on the way. And he managed to pull some footage of Spider-Man. And he figured out it was him, and he pulled the secret camera. Okay, it's me. He's like, what do you want? I need your help I want to recruit you. I see you have amazing talent. And he's like, at first Spider-Man doesn't want to join because he has homework to do, and he doesn't want to involve in this. And he's like, I'm going to tell your Aunt May who you are. And he pulled his webbing, and he's like, please don't tell Aunt May. I'll help you whatever you need help with. He's like, okay. And he's like, can you please get my hand out of the knob because I'm stuck in the webbing. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. It was a big funny scene. So then eventually Hawkeye comes by and helps Scarlet Witch's escape because she was on house arrest technically, and he caused a big explosion. He told her to escape. He tried to epically fight off Vision, but he couldn't because he kept phasing through where he couldn't hit him. But eventually Scarlet Witch realized, I know people will be afraid of me, but I can't have people be afraid of me, and this time my power. They need to just hopefully accept me for who I am. And she just crashed him down all the way down to the floor, and then they escaped. So then what was it? And I think Iron Man figured out what happened. Oh, Cap and try to figure out what trying to think what's next. Trying to think of what happened next. So this funny part happened. So then I think before going to the airport to meet these new content because they have people that to want to meet as well. To meet. They got she secretly got their gear so that way they can be prepared to go. Because they managed to find a location on who has been where these other winter soldiers these other winter soldiers are at. So then hold on. Excuse me again. I apologize. So then so I'm trying to think what happened then. Oh, so then she showed they had the gear, and you could tell that Cap and that girl kind of like each other. They kind of kiss each other, and you see after that scene, then you see Falcon and Winter Soldier looking at Captain America, and to quote Denzel Washington, they're looking at like my nigga. They're like my nigga. It was hilarious. So they went to they met in a parking lot, and they showed Hawkeye was there with Scarlet Witch, and Ant-Man, aka Paul Rudd, was there, and he was funny. He was geeking out. He's like, "Oh my God, you're Hawkeye, you're Scarlet Witch, you're great. Oh my God, Captain America, I'm shaking hand too much. I'm sorry. I'm here to help you with whatever you need." So that, of course, they want to go find those where those five Winter Soldier the Winter Soldiers people. So and then so they go to the airport, and they got a plane and stuff to go into, but then Iron Man figured out where he's gonna be at. He told him, look, turn Buck, turn him in, look, I'm not the enemy. There's a bigger threat coming. We need to I'm not the enemy here. There's a bigger threat, bigger than all of us. And then Iron Man's like, not hearing. It's okay. He's like, on the roost. And of course, trying to take a shield because people like with Black Panther. When Black Panther showed up, they applauded. Man, he's like, and of course, oh my God, and of course, Cap, they want to cooperate. And they got to a big, epic team Iron Man versus Team Captain America. Bam! It was and it was amazing. And of course, did Spider-Man release to the show? Hell to the yes, he did. Oh my God, did he ever? And it was going back and forth, and Black Panther had some cool moments. Scarlet Witch, and it was a lot of it's so much action. It was great. Of course, and Spider-Man was funny. And at one point in the fight, he's like, "Hey," when it threw something at him, he dodges. Hey, I think he forgot. I think you're missing this. He threw it right back at him. It was hilarious, stopping him along while saying other things. And as the fight was dragging on, it was going back and forth. On one important part of Black Winter Soldier was fighting Black Panther, and he was like, "Listen, I didn't kill your dad, and why are you running away?" And they're fighting and whatnot, and they're fighting, and at one point he's like, "I got an idea. Listen, I'm gonna distract them." And Man's like, "I'm going to distract them, but I'm going to distract them. I've only done this once, so I won't pass out. So you and Cap and Bucky, you go to the plane because we're not all gonna be able to go with you. So we'll take the fall for you so you guys can complete your mission." And then Ant-Man turned to giant man, and Spider-Man was like, holy shit. And it's funny. It's more natural to react to it like that because he's only been going to the movie 6 months into the job, so he's never seen anything that crazy before. It was hilarious. By the way. So then, and of course, and then he's swatting he's a giant monster movie, hilarious. Oh, before that, he's here, see this truck? Throw it. I'm gonna throw this truck, and you throw this giant frisbee thing at it. So you threw the truck, and the truck turned big, and it almost smashed Rhodey. It was an explosive gas truck, and Emma was like, "Oh my God, I thought that was a water truck." It was hilarious. A lot of great moments, and Spider-Man's remember Empire Strikes Back? That part where the AT-AT and the speeder, and then the snow speeder wrapped around it. That's what we got to do to stop it. He's like referencing that how they wrap around the AT-AT to make it fall and crash. So it was like wrapping around and wrapping around, and basically Ant-Man tripped over and fell. And for some reason after that, he's like, I need some orange slices. So then luckily, they managed to like get on the ship, but then kind of Bucky, Black Panther was on the top, but all of a sudden, Black Widow kind of betrayed Panther by shooting him with these kind of stun beams, so that way he won't be able to go after him. So then Captain Bucky get on the plane, drive off. He's like, I still have to help you find him, but I didn't say I was gonna capture them. That's different. And Iron Man and War Machine, and then Falcon was all chasing after the ship. Also earlier, Iron Man saw what they were doing, and he did a beam so they could crumble. Then Scarlet is holding it up, but then Vision did like a shockwave, like a lot of shockwave to Scarlet Witch, so that way she can not focus on the rocks so they can fall naturally. And of course he's like, I grabbed this. I apologize for doing that. And they sound like as it should get away. Cap and Iron Man, Iron Man and War Machine try to take it down, and he's like, shoot the plane, and he shoots it, but then I guess he wasn't focusing, and Falcon it was like she was to shoot the plane, and I guess Falcon dodged and accidentally hit War Machine. He's like, Rhodes, and bam, and Falcon went down trying to catch him, but Iron Man wasn't there in time. He's like, he capped him, and Iron Man, I'm sorry, he blasts the stun gun on Falcon. He rips his helmet off. Luckily, War Machine. There's good news out there, guys. War Machine didn't die, but he suffered some spinal injury because the way Vision shot it, like destroyed it. It shut it down. So then it goes to the head base where the guy that was causing all this stuff, the guy who reactivated Bucky, to go into the head base where what those soldiers look like were at. So then meanwhile, all the other Avengers that were against Iron Man got arrested, and he was like, listen, and he's like, I want to go talk to them, and the general was like, sure, whatever, and you should have been arrested like them. I'm like, I don't know why. He was trying to help turn them in. He's just like, flexing his muscles, being a dickhead. Anyway, so and to show you how stupid he was before, when after the whole scene with the helicopter scene when Cap and when a soldier disappeared, he wanted to send some soldiers out there. Like, what the fuck some soldiers gonna do against Cap? I mean, even earlier, even when they got caught, it took a superhero to catch them. Those soldiers got fucked up really bad. So it's like, what's some soldier gonna do to Captain American Winter Soldier? Honestly. Anyway, so what was it? So then Cap's like, look, and then also he figured out doing some research that it wasn't Winter Soldier. It was this guy that I reactivated him, and he's like, oh, okay, so maybe Cap's right, and there is something to this whole Winter Soldier. He was talking about Iron Man about the whole there being more than one Winter Soldiers out there. So then eventually he goes to where where the Falcon's at. He did some tech thing where it's like, watch, listen, I disabled their audio. Tell them that I'm going as a friend because I know about what's going on. And he's like, and then Falcon tells him where he was at, and Captain America, of course, he got in a plane, got his helicopter, suit up, and ran right to where they're at. And as Captain Winter Soldier was searching the area, he's like was searching the area. Iron Man comes like, hey, I come in peace. I know what's going on, and I did some digging. You're right. There's one more with a soldier. He's like, besides, if I I didn't tell you I was coming. If I didn't tell him I was coming here. If I did, I'll get in trouble as well. So then they took him at his word. So they're looking around, and they're looking around, and they run to the guy himself, who's causing all this mess, and he killed them. He killed all in the hypersleep, and he killed all the what was it? The what was it? The Winter Soldier looked like. I'm sorry, I'm brain farting there, guys. Also, Black Panther was not too far away, so he followed he managed to follow where Iron Man was going as well, and I guess he wanted to attack Winter Soldier. Then he overheard that he was responsible, and he was just like listening in the background, and then he's like, I don't want more people like you. You think these superheroes, you think you can do the things you want without there being any consequences. He's like, and of course Cap threw his shoes like this man does stop missiles and stuff. Like, well, I bet the tech I have, I can destroy. Like, I bet you can, Mr. Iron Man. But if you destroy this area I'm in, you won't find out the truth. Like, what do you mean? So he put on a cassette tape. Remember those VHS? That's of my time. Seriously, 90s kid. Anyway, he put on the tape, and remember the car crash I told you to remember? All right, now this is what happens. Turns out when Tony and his mom was going somewhere. I guess on the way, Tony's dad was delivering something to the military, and they're going to go on vacation. They never made it. In fact, the one that got into accident was caused by the Winter Soldier, and that car I was just telling you about. So then, it was him that killed the dad and the mom by choking him, by slamming repeatedly slamming the dad against the door, his head against the car, and choking him on to death, and then taking the stuff. Because Iron Man seeing this, and he's like, now, and the guy that lives, now I bid you adieu, and he just leaves. And Iron Man's like, looks at the Cap. He's like, no. Yeah, Iron Man looks at Cap like, did you know this? Like, I knew about it, but I didn't know it was Bucky. He's like, don't lie to me. Did you know the Winter Soldier killed my folks? And he was like, yes, I did. And he tackled Winter Soldier. He went to tackle the Winter Soldier. And he wanted to kill him. He was like beating the crap out of him. And of course he's like, and Cap tried to stop him. It was like a big, trying to escape and stuff. And He tried to escape. He managed to find a hole. And of course they're trying to Cap and Winter Soldier was trying to fight up against him. And of course Cap's trying to reason to Iron Man. Listen, it wasn't Bucky's fault. Bucky wasn't himself. He's like, I don't care. He killed my mom. And he's like, we're going back and forth, and back and forth. But Iron Man managed to keep up. And at one point, he he wanted the Winter Soldier to rip off Tony's helmet, but he managed to was beam in the middle, to destroy his metal arm and punch him down to the ground real hard. And then Cap we're getting to a fist. Captain was like beating the crap, and Iron Man a lot, getting to a fist fight. And meanwhile, you see the guy, what was it? The guy, that called us was like, and the Batman was like, took up his helmet. Why are you doing this? And I think this happened in Age of Ultron. It's like when the Avengers came, during, I guess, the one of the fighting. I'm not sure which one. It could be one or two. I'm not sure. Not one, but it could have been two. Or I know it was one of the movies, for sure. And he was like, they came and they came and got my wife and daughter killed. And my dad was still holding them lifeless bodies. And before you know it, they were gone. So you blame them for death. And of course, I'm not stupid. I can't kill them. they're practically like gods. So it's better to have them do what better way from the destroy them from the inside out and have them kill each other. And, it's like your life is consumed with vengeance. I let my life be consumed with vengeance, but no more. I'm not gonna let my life. I'm gonna think straight from now on. And then the guy was gonna kill himself, join his family, and he blocked the bullet. He's like, I'm not gonna let you do that. So then Cap, and then Cap was like, really wailing on Iron Man, and then Iron Man was like, he's like, let's detect his movements. So and he stopped the way the shield was like, let's kick his ass. And he was like beating the crap out of Cap. Then at one point, the Iron Man was taking over the fight, and Cap was like, and then finally, Cap just stayed down. Final one, he's gonna go kill Winter Soldier, and then they got no more fist fight, and finally, he breaks the helmet off, and he breaks the middle of the thing of his little thing in the middle, this here, so that way he can shut off the suit. And he carried away Bucky. He's like, my dad made that thing for you, that frisbee for you, don't deserve it. And Captain America left the shield there. And they walked away. And they left him. And of course later on, Iron Man went to Rhodes. Luckily he was okay. And he's trying to help him, walk again and stuff. Which knowing Rhodes, he's a tough dude. And he's just talking and stuff, and then all of a sudden, and I bet you're wondering the entire review. Okay, it's been like 47 minutes at this point. Where's the Stan Lee Cannon? Did they forget about it? Nope, he was there. He was the FedEx guy. He botched Iron Man's name, and Rose was making fun of him for it. It was hilarious, and I loved it. And of course, earlier Vision, I believe Vision. I think I said that Vision apologized about what happened. I got distracted. I didn't think you can get distracted. Neither did I. So then and there was a letter from Cap telling him how he was sorry. He should have told him, and he was just frank. He felt what he was doing was the right thing, and I understand how he feels and stuff. And he's like, if you ever need us, you need word is a call. He leaves him a cell phone along with a note. And of course, Captain America went to the base where all his friends are at and bust them all out. And of course, the other guy's like, we have a, the joke earlier. What was it? Just call me and just call me on my phone. But I might put you on kind of see. Let's see the red dot beep. And of course, when Cap went to free his friends, Iron Man, Tony, we have a situation. The people are escaping and stuff. It's like, hold on, let me put you on. Like, don't you dare, you put me. It's like, look at the dot, fucking with them. I loved it. So then he's like, you took to heart, and of course, and you took to heart what he said. And it ends. Got the credits roll a little bit, and it shows like a post-credit scene. And he's like, she wanted to say, look, Steve. He's like, this is what Bucky was telling Captain America, aka Steve Rogers. Look, after all what happened, all we went through today, I think it's best I go under until these doctors can figure out how to not make me be brainwashed anymore. I need to go under to be still, so I won't be used for evil anymore. Of course, Steve respects his wishes, and he goes under. And of course, and he goes under in cryo freeze. And it's like Panther was helping him. I was like, they figure out where he is. They'll come for you. Like, and Panther's like, let them come. And that's it. And then in the after credit scene, is Ant-Man's like, what happened to Pete? What happened to you? I got into a fight with some kids, and one of them was like really big, but I got some few licks on him. And he got like a little thing from the package, and he opened up, and he pressed the thing and looked up. It was like a little spider signal thing, and it ends. And so that was the movie, guys. That was Captain America: Civil War. Overall, it was simply just fantastic. Again, I apologize for yawning / forgetting if I forgot certain things or forgot certain parts, or just taking a moment to think, because I want to make sure I convey everything out, get everything right. And also thank you for being, if you're watching this, thank you for being here and watching this for this long, and thank you just for watching / supporting my channel. I really, really appreciate this. So yeah, overall, like, as far as the conflicting part, it was like, I was with Cap. Like, Iron Man's right. You should. I'll be upset that I'll be upset that someone would kill my mom and dad. But at the same time, Cap is right, because that wasn't him. He was being brainwashed. So it was like, oh, so conflicting. Iron Man. I was like, oh, Iron Man, I'm rooting for you because you're right. But then the Cap's right, and I'm glad Cap won, because it was so conflicting, because Iron Man was right to feel the way he felt, but also Captain America was right in what he was doing as well. God, it was just so conflicting. But overall, it was a great movie, great fight scene. God, it was such a great Marvel movie. It shows why they're king of the superhero genre. But DC's catching up, whether you guys want to admit it or not. They're catching up, so they got contender. They're a real contender, and Batman vs Superman proves that. And with the Suicide Squad on the way, I can't wait to see what they're gonna do with that, which I'm really excited for that. But alright, guys, that's my review of the movie. Of course, obviously you're gonna see the movie, but if you haven't seen it yet, go see this movie. Like I said before, Batman v Superman was the best DC movie ever. This is the best Marvel movie ever. Damn, it was good. Not it was only good, it was freaking great. Awesome movie. Go see it. I highly, highly recommend it. I couldn't recommend this movie enough for you guys. It's a great movie, and you have a fun time. But before I go, though, I still enjoy the movie, but my God. Folks, this is for people that like us that watch these movies, paid our hard-earned money. It was a crying kid in the theater, and he was crying and crying and crying, and they wouldn't let him leave. They wouldn't leave to go tend to the kid. And at one point, some guy yelled out, "Shut that kid up!" And I can't blame them, because the kid's yelling and yelling, and we're trying to listen to the plot of the movie, what's going on, and his kid's like, "Wah, wah, wah, wah." And I'm like, really? Come on, man. So, guys, if you have babies and they're crying, tend to your kids, Or if you don't want to bring your kids to the movie, hire a babysitter, because then you will get reactions like that. And I'm surprised he didn't say anything worse, because movie tickets are not exactly cheap nowadays. You guys know what I mean. Alright, but I'm getting off a little topic. I apologize for that. But again, guys, see the movie. It's worth it. It's totally awesome. I highly recommend it. Alright, guys, this is Rockingtheblade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Alright, I'll see you when I see you guys. Bye-bye.